All right, guys, welcome back to the Frugal Homestead. And today it's tiny house update time. Now, the number one thing I would love to update you about is that the stupid water's done, but it's not because I've been too busy doing other things. So let's go ahead and just jump right into it. All right. So check it out, guys. We have concrete. Now, I want to say first, thank you to our son Justin for coming over and helping. This was an ordeal. It's not perfect and it's not meant to be. It's a shed floor. Now I know that the sun isn't really hitting it, and let me explain why the sun's not hitting it. Now when we poured this, there was no roof on this. And Justin worked his butt off with us that day, and me, Missy, and Justin hand mixed this with bags, and we got cooked that day. But we got through it, and once we got through it, I was able to go down and make an order. And what did I make an order of? The roof metal. So Missy and I put the roof on the other day. It does have Reflectix under it, as you can see it hanging off the edge here, but it is screwed off at the top and bottom. We have not done down the purlins yet because it's just been too hot. The day we put it up, we were done by about 9:30, and I just had to get off the roof. Now, over here, we do have the white metal that goes on the front here. Now, I was hauling this metal home on my truck, so we just bought it in sections. But the nice part about this is we came prepared because I put the J in. And then, I don't know if you guys can see that. Let me try and get you closer. But that right there is the J, and then the drips over top of it. So all I gotta do is slide the piece up in that channel and screw it onto the wall. So we will be able to go boom, 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 boom right down this after I put the 2x4s on. Now we do have those, it's just a matter of screwing them on because they're 20 footers. Now we did put in a drain, and that's because our laundry is going to be in here, and also because you need a floor drain because there will be water tanks there. So all that's going to happen is we are going to put a wall right here, and this side over here will have the freezer, the washer, and then the water tanks. It will catch the rainwater up this roof and the main house roof. And then it will have a line that runs through the side of that building right there to also fill that tank. Now, we already got the door, and then we're figuring out an opening for the window. So there will be an all steel door here. And then there will be an opening here for an air conditioner. So I have already gotten the measurements for the 3 other sides, and we will go ahead and get that metal ordered, and I will bring that home in the next load, cut it all to ends and make it fit. And then back here, we already have all the cornering and edging for it. Plus I have pieces of white J for around the door and stuff over there on the inside. Now we have been working on other things as well, which is why not as much has been getting done out here, plus just the heat. It's been a rough year. Now, we haven't taken the solar panel down yet, but everything solar inside has been removed and taken up to the apartment with the rest of the solar stuff. Because here soon, I'll be getting up here once it cools off some and setting the panels across this roof. That way we can have solar and the whole system will be inside the shed here. Now, I have not, as I said, been able to work on the water, and there's a very good reason for that. Because right now this is our storage. So I haven't been able to get in here and address that water issue down there, but we are working on it. And as you can see, the shed is coming along much faster than we had anticipated. This is right now our biggest concern, because once I get it boxed in, I can work nights. We'll throw up some temporary lighting, some temporary power, and I'll be able to come down here early in the morning or late at night or days that it rains and be able to keep working on a project. It also gives me a roof to work under if I need to run a saw for finishing up little things in the tiny house, like the closet, like some of the trim, and getting other things ready. I've got a coat hanger that I'm gonna make that I need to be able to use a saw for. So I've just got a lot of projects to finish up, and I just haven't had the ability to set up a saw outside and know it's not gonna rain, but also not be 90 degrees. So it's important to remember that we're in the dead of summer, but it's been raining like crazy. What that does is it makes all the grass grow, makes all the weeds grow, it makes the plants out back of our other house grow. So we've got to be out picking stuff out of the garden, keeping the grass mowed, keeping the weed eating done. We doubled down and got all of our firewood done, if you guys didn't see in our other videos, for the tiny house for the year, hauling home block. And now we've had even more wood brought in that we're working on to sell. So it just seems like we are full bore going at it. Now, when you're working like this, it's really hard to just get one thing done. You got to just break your time up. And you also have to be smart about your health. So we've been taking a lot of time off in order to do things like make sure we're getting 15,000 steps a day, make sure we're cooking and meal prepping, because what good is life if you don't have your health? You can have the nicest building in the world. So it's coming along. We're biting at the bit to get moved in. I at least have a roof over my head now so that I can go out here and run a saw and set up tools without being rained on. So you're gonna see a lot of things get done real fast here as this comes back to my priority. But with that said, if you haven't already, and I don't know why you wouldn't have, go down, hit subscribe, hit the notification bell so you see all of our upcoming videos, and if you can, go down and hit like. It really does help, and I'll see you guys in the next one.